Time Podcast, episode 4. Get me, special guest in the building. I am your host, Tech Time himself, Technique. He is me and I am him. Got my guy here, someone that I've known for, going on, I think 10 years now.
Crazy.
Get me, mad. When you think about it, it's actually mental, you know. Absolutely mental, man. But I got my guy, Clockwork here. Get me. Broski, appreciate you coming through, man. Much love, man. Much love, man. Someone that I have a huge amount of respect for. Someone who's been doing his thing. His work rate is unbelievable. And he's Mr. No Excuses. I think he epitomizes Mr. No Excuses. Get me. Bro, How are you?
I'm good, bro. Can't complain, my bro.
Yeah.
I mean, happy to be here.
I appreciate you coming through, man. Get me? Because you're coming from, studio setup is in North London. Man's coming from...
South. Far. So any girls that I link up, and I tell you to come to my crib, there's a reason why. North London is too far.
It's Quay.
It's Quay.
It's
like you're going there, then you're coming back down.
It's true. It's
weird, bro.
I feel the same way when I'm going towards your part of London. Like,
really?
Outside. Yeah, it's long.
It's long, bro.
It's long. But then again, I don't really mind the journeys, though. You get me? Yeah. It's all right.
You have to go central to then to go... Because you always have to go somewhere central.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So then you
have
go,
to.
Yeah. But driving is easier because if you go Blackwall Tunnel through East London, it's easier to drive here than to get train, in my opinion.
Ooh. I think that's debatable, you know.
You reckon?
I think it's debatable still.
Maybe the times I've come to...
It depends. It depends on the times. Yeah, it depends on the times. If you're going early or late, then driving is easier. But if it's any time in between then, I'd say you're better off getting train.
Bro.
Depends though. It depends, man. But bro, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Tell us who Clockwork is. Give us a little bit of the background, man.
So my name's Lo, aka Mr. Clockwork24's. My bro here just prefers to call me Clockwork. So wait, shall I look here? There? Anywhere?
Bro, whichever way.
I'm gonna look directly there. Get me? But yeah, I'm an amateur boxer. I used to play basketball for about 6 years. Scrapped that off because I'm tiny, I'm too small. I'm 5'9" on a good day. So I started boxing, and then I started going into the personal training side of things. So I'm a qualified PT, but I don't see myself as a PT. I'm an athletic development coach. My goal is to improve your performance while also improving your aesthetics. Aesthetics means the way you look. So most of us don't want to look like bodybuilders. We want to look like the athletes, the football players, the basketball players, the people that we see that we admire. No disrespect to bodybuilders, but only if you're into bodybuilding do you admire bodybuilders. And that's a fact. I don't like bodybuilding. I'm not a bodybuilder. Even when I stop boxing, I'm going to still train like an athlete because I need to be ready for any situation at any point in time, especially when I have kids. Fair enough, we're in 2023. There's less likely to have problems, but
that's true.
Stay ready.
No, definitely.
Civis pacem, parabellum.
Definitely.
If you want peace, prepare for war. Straight.
No, real talk, man. Real talk. So you see, when you started doing the whole sports thing, how old were you when you started that?
I've been in sports my entire life, but I took it more seriously. So when I was about 14, 15, I went to jail. Came out of jail. So I started playing basketball in jail, actually. And
how old were you?
15, I think I was 15. Yeah, I was 15. 15, yeah, I was 15. Went jail, went Medway. I was in Cookham Wood first. And then they transferred me to Medway because Cookham Wood, I was too young to be there. It was 16 to 19. And then Medway is 11 to 18. So I was 15. So they're like, all right, cool. They're going to put me in the kiddie jail, basically. Yeah. So I started playing basketball. And then I just realized, I love sports, innit? I've always loved it, but no one ever pushed me to do it, which made no sense to me because youths that are bad, that's what you're supposed to kind of do. Push 100%. Them to, because the same energy that we use to like commit crimes and whatnot is the same energy that you use to do anything. It's that testosterone, that creative energy. But a lot of us young, especially black boys, let's be honest, don't have somewhere to channel that energy. You get it? Whereas basketball, it's almost beef, but without beef. Sports in general is like beef without actually beefing. You could talk shit to my man.
That's true.
Scoring them up.
True,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can get that energy out without actually harming the person, which is why, for me, sports was the biggest turn point in my life. Came out, then when I came out of jail, they moved me out of London to somewhere, so Kings Lynn, I was living like Peterborough sort of area. Spalding, Lincolnshire. Between Lincolnshire, Peterborough sort of area. Different environment, bro.
Damn.
Different environment.
And this all happened when you was 14, 15?
So this whole started from like year 8. Because my mum took me to Niger year 7, came back year 8. Then she thought I was not going to be on badness, came back. The badness started, I'll say year 9.
What was, if you don't mind me asking, I know we're getting in, you know what I'm saying, it's getting quite personal. Yeah. But what was the cause of, all the badness? Like, what made you
So like a stupid boy, I decided to join a gang.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, joining the gang is the stupidest thing you can ever do. Life is 50-50 and every single given day. If you now join a gang, you're probably cutting your life expectancy by another 25%. Because in my opinion, life is 50-50. You could literally drop dead now. Do you know what I mean? Whereas when you join a gang now, that means, oh, I'm literally having to worry about someone attacking me. When you got where maybe you get hit by a car, or do you know what I mean? Like you don't have to worry about that, but it now gives you something to worry about. So started doing road, whatnot, and then one day, stupidly, we're chilling, me and my boys, so let's go ride out on Pagans. 3 of us. For what? Cool, we went. And then I think I had a knife and a bottle. My boy had a bottle. I can't remember vividly. It was like 10, 11, 12 years ago. We went there because I knew where they chilled. Imagine, I went centre. Centre's like school for, like, you know, which is another form of school for people that get kicked out. And I went to school with all my Pagans, basically. And I was small. Like, I'm still small now, 5'8.5", but I literally, bro, like 3 of my Pagans went to my centre. Like 3 of them ducked me out a couple times. Bro, it was mad. It was mad, bro. So I knew where they chilled, innit?
Okay.
So me and my boys were having a discussion. We went there, think it was only going to be like 2 or 3 man. We went 3 man up. We see them, 2 of them, then more come out the crib. Then my boy says he heard a strap. Boom. We heard something. I heard it. I ducked. I'm not going to lie to you. I looked at my brethren to make sure they were okay, and I was legging it, bro. Like I'm not even going to cap. Get to the chicken shop now. Bake off. They all rush us in the chicken shop. Then they stabbed my boy in the neck. And then I've had I've jumped over the counter, but I said, what am I doing? I'm not pussy, yo. I jumped back over the counter, they come in. And then I've had my knife in my hand, and the guy's tried to bang me, but I've banged him. But I don't know if I've stabbed him or not, but I've had my knife kind of like that, out of fear, innit? So I was on tag at the time. So the next morning, I was late I breached my tag, innit? So I breached my tag. So I was gonna get, feds were gonna come to my house within the next 24, 48 hours regardless. But imagine, I'll go sleep, wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm getting nicked, bro. Yeah, my boy got stabbed. He gets nicked as well. Yeah, madness. And my mum, like a silly woman, gave them all the clothes that I was wearing. They're like, what was you wearing that day? I don't know, I don't have it. No, this is what he was wearing, man. Someone wearing this. Obviously, that's how it started. I was on remand. Then, yeah, got all my charges that I got brought down to possession of a bladed article. And the reason why is because the guy that got stabbed, he's a patty. He and his mum told them, yeah, that is my friend Dammy, so-and-so. Like, the camera couldn't tell that it was me. But he was saying he had a knife, he did this, he did that. Yeah. Imagine. Yeah. So I've come out of jail now, moving me to Lincolnshire. And yeah, man, different environment. This is probably why I don't even care about, I think living in Lincolnshire is what made me realize that, no disrespect, but BLM is a bunch of shit. Because I was looked after by white people. I was in the care system. Fair enough, it's their job, but they went over and beyond for me numerous of times. You don't do that just the basis of your job. And I was around so many white people. Fair enough, I might have experienced a little bit of racism here and there because it's natural, it's normal. Sometimes it's lack of education, how your parents are brought up, and everyone around you can dictate how you see other people. So yeah, man, I realized that I was very thankful for that time. Honestly, very thankful.
Do you think, had that incident not happened, do you think you would have been on that same path of, you know what I mean, danger, crime, that sort of thing, if that makes sense?
Most likely, bro. Most likely, because I just didn't, I didn't, even gym. I found the love for gym in jail.
It's making a lot
honestly,
of sense. Yeah,
obviously I've always been ripped and whatnot. Me and my brother would do press ups and whatnot from young and squats, and Nigerians would give us.
So that was from before.
What the
whole workout thing? That was from.
I've always been on working out, but then jail made me really love the gym because I came out and I remember taking my first picture. My arms are looking wham. I remember certain girls that never gave me attention before started giving me attention.
Yeah.
So that in itself kind of made me realize, okay, cool. The gym is something I should keep doing. And yeah, man. So the gym and basketball. Yeah, if it wasn't for that, I probably would have still been on. I reckon I might have come off it, but I probably would have. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I really don't know what I would have been doing. I don't think I would have known you either. I wouldn't have come to Hammersmith. Wouldn't have.
Everything happens for a reason, man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. And then, you took on the whole basketball thing.
Yeah.
And even with that, like, it's very interesting because you started that. for a casual person, that's quite early, but it's late if you're you're already trying to do your thing. It's late. You know what I mean? So even with that, when you look at it hindsight, obviously, regardless of the hype thing, because it's hard because you can't lean on the exceptions to the rule and stuff like Isaiah Thomas, little Isaiah. You can't lean on those guys, Muggsy Bogues, all of those guys.
Yeah, facts.
But do you ever look at it and be like, if I had caught it a little bit earlier, maybe like I could have gone maybe the Europe rap or possibly the NBA.
I had a few offers in Europe, you know. I didn't tell anyone.
Swear down.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing. My coach, Mike, knew.
Yeah. Shout out Mike, by the way.
Yeah.
You get me?
Mike.
Shout out Coach Mike.
Michael Q. Get me? He's like a big brother to me.
Yeah.
He knew. I just didn't, bro. Deep down, I knew I wasn't gonna. You see me, I strive. I think because the way my mum raised me, I strive for not perfection, but to get to the best of the best. And if you're not in the NBA, you're not the best of the best. And I was never gonna make the second tier, which is Euros, La Liga. I knew I wasn't, and I know, you know, me in college, I was a bit of a hothead. So I just thought to myself, I literally think. My mum has drilled in my head to think ahead. Even though I think ahead, sometimes I still make the mistake, but at least I think ahead, so I'm prepared for what might come. And I knew. Say I go out there, I get paid a bag, because that's what people are getting paid in Division 3 for. A bag at 18, 19. Whereas I could go uni, get student finance because in care, yeah? Get student finance, get the full loan and work and make more money. And maybe I could play for the uni team. Why would I go out there to be broke? Someone not paying my money and I bang out in Italy or Spain.
Yeah.
Imagine I get arrested out there as a black guy.
Yeah.
It's a different case.
It's true.
So I said to myself, I'm not going to put myself in that predicament. And in all honesty, everyone I saw that went over there came back. Everyone.
That's a good point. That's true.
Everyone except Charles.
Yeah.
Charles, that's cool with me. That I'm cool with. Who there's not really that many guys.
Shout out to Charles as well.
Chino.
By the way.
Shout out to Chino. He's still there. I think Division 3 in France or 4. Yeah, he's doing his thing, bro.
He's killing it, man.
He's doing his thing, man.
Yeah.
He's 6'8". A whole foot taller than man. Do you get it, bro?
I hear it. No, I get what you mean.
Get it?
I get what you mean. It's tough.
It's tough, bro.
It's very, very tough. But in terms of playing, who was like, who was some of like the guys that you? I already have a name in mind of someone that you looked at, but who were some of the names?
Maurice.
Yeah.
Fucking nice.
Oh yeah, he was cold. Ooh.
Just sometimes it could be lazy. And
Maurice
obviously Tyrell.
Yep.
Obviously Tyrell. I remember the first time he was one of the big reasons why I had no fear in it, and guarding him every day made me much better.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I'm so thankful I got to play with.
Tyrell was cold.
And look, he went America and came back. He don't play ball no more. And look at the talent he has.
Yeah.
And then obviously I'm not cool with Jules. I don't disrespect him. We're not friends or anything. I never really spoke to him in college or whatnot.
He was nice though.
Yeah, but he was nice. Even playing against someone like him, like that helped me.
Cold as well.
Obviously, I'm not really cool with Taron like that. He's cool in that. No disrespect to him again, but him play, not him coaching me. No disrespect. Me playing against Taron helped me. Not him coaching me. Mike coaching me helped me, but me having to play against Taron, such an offensive Arsenal. I can't lie, like. Yeah. You don't remember Taron, do you? The white coach. So there was Mike.
Oh,
yeah, the skills one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Taron,
I remember.
Nice. Even Mike can ball, but no disrespect, Mike, but Taron's got more tools on the offensive.
Yeah.
Like Taron
Mike can shoot. Mike can shoot.
Mike can shoot. With Taron, you've got a lot more to worry about.
Yeah.
Mike has his speed, he can get to the rim, but with Taron, because he's 6'3" as well. Like Mike's 6 foot. Even though I'm 5'8", 5'9", I can still.
Yeah.
But 6'3" is different.
It's different.
I can't guard his shot.
You know what? It's so interesting that you mentioned the 6'3" thing, because I find it mad. Like by normal people's standards, 6'3" is crazy tall. If you go to the NBA, 6'3" is
tiny.
Steph Curry, Dwayne Wade is about 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
Like Kyrie Irving is, by normal people's standards, people look at 6 and they're like, wow.
Yeah.
In the NBA, you are considered a small man. Just to put it in perspective.
And then think about me coming in. Baby, tiny.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I hear it, man. I get it, man. And then you transitioned to boxing, right?
No, so I went uni. So I started playing basketball at 19. So literally, I just said to myself, I know I'm not playing this in uni. I tried out for the team. I'm such on violence, bro. So I tried out for the team. I made the team. I didn't play the first game for some reason. I watched the first game. Then after my team won, one of the other opponents were talking shit to me, and I slapped him. So obviously, they said the university said I couldn't be in the basketball team because of that. So I'll be real, like I remember, bro, because he was talking shit. You see me, you know how I am, innit?
Yeah.
I don't have time for the verbal.
Yeah.
Like all this bickering and arguing, if it's not gonna lead to nowhere, I'm not wasting my energy.
Okay.
It's either, bro, we're doing this or I'm walking away.
Mm.
And obviously, cool. And then I got a girlfriend. Big mistake. Got a girlfriend. I was going gym at the time, and then I kind of stopped going gym. She kind of stopped, doing the things that I liked to do. Spending too much time with her. It was a waste of fucking time. I don't care if she ever sees this. She's cool. I ain't got no bitterness towards her. The only thing I'll say about that situation, I'm thankful, it taught me a lot about myself.
Mm.
And it showed me that just sometimes being weak doesn't mean you're just being vulnerable doesn't mean you're weak.
Mm-hmm.
Being vulnerable shows that you are actually strong. So it taught me a lot of lessons. I'm very thankful for that time. Just was a waste of time.
It was a lesson.
Because I wish I would have started boxing earlier. If I had started boxing at 19 and now I'm 26, do you get it? I would have had a few pro fights already. I would have been a lot more ahead.
No, and I get it. It's easy to say that with hindsight, though, man. I completely understand. I look at, even when I look at certain things, I'm like, it was a waste of time. But more time, I look at it as lessons, as a teaching moment for me. Even that same time, I remember because I was in a relationship.
Even you, bare man were going through heartbreak that time,
Oh,
that was
That was like what 2016, 2017 time,
18, something like that. Basically, that first few years of uni, because I think you were in the football academy, I was in the basketball academy. We were so focused on ball.
Yes,
uni,
I remember.
You get distracted a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you do.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Woo.
And if the girl goes to your uni, or it's easy to spend bare time with her.
That's true.
Like a man's true weakness is a woman that he fucks with.
Mm.
It is. There's nothing wrong with it, but you just need to know, when to stop fucking with her.
100%. You know what I mean? Bro, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Uni and then boxing. Is that correct?
Yeah. So I was in uni, I was working, trapping, doing all of that shit. Then COVID happened. No, just before COVID actually. One of my plugs introduced me into boxing, and then I met and there was another guy. Shout out to Nico in Bedford. That's where I went my uni. He introduced me to boxing. I was quite big. I was like 85.
So wait, the thought, because one of the things that confused me was that I would have thought you had done boxing from when we was in college, or like you would have been like on and off with it. So you're telling me it was only that point that you really got into it or discovered?
Yeah, something for years, something inside me kept telling me to box. Because I can fight, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm on. But I don't know, like, just not something, I don't know. And then I just said, you know what, like, let me just do it. Because if something, I've realized your subconscious mind or your soul, whatever you want to call it, whichever one you want to call it, it speaks to you every day. It's just that you need to be able to listen. And
Definitely.
like a lot of us, we don't know how to listen and shut off the mind and listen to the subconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like you kind of need to listen. And then, bro, like, you look how long I've been boxing for. You wouldn't think I've been boxing like as long. Like I've only been boxing since 2019 December, 2020 January, basically. It's 3 years this year. And you see already how good I look and how good I am, and I'm already teaching people.
You know your shit, man.
I understand it more than basketball,
mm-hmm.
and I've spent more time in basketball.
Props to you though as well for smashing it, man. Get me, you're really really doing your thing, man. So, like with the whole boxing thing, like, what was some of like? Were there any like struggles at the beginning when you started, in terms of like picking it up, techniques?
Nah. Because you see with footwork,
you
look at basketball and you look at boxing, a lot of the footwork is pretty similar. Lateral movement, pivoting, So
it was a smooth transition when you did
it, bro. Like even when I didn't have the technique, I was still doing all of this. Stuff like agile. Even though I didn't have the tech, I would still like naturally I'd throw my jab like that. And catch stuff. Like I wouldn't even. I would do things just naturally, just to defend and whatnot. It was pretty easy. It was just like once I got the technique and just understanding more about it, then it was an easy transition. I can't lie, it was pretty easy, and because I think COVID kind of helped as well. Even though it didn't allow me to have the fights I wanted, I got time to actually just train. Like I literally did anything to do with boxing. I did it every day. Every day. That whole COVID time, every day. Every single day I was watching it. Just literally just immersing myself in it. And what helped me more is that when I started as well in uni, the man them in the uni, shout outs to Fresh City. Hopefully we got our own podcast. But the man them are joke men. So it probably won't happen. Yeah. For Fresh City members, my brothers in uni, I got mad love for them. They're not even just uni brothers, they're my brothers.
Yeah.
They were laughing. So when I started boxing, they laughed. I remember. I told them I started boxing, started laughing. This guy thinks he's like, and I was like, yeah, cool. And obviously, they would all make jokes about we can spar you and whatnot. And you know how me, I feed into it. Now it's 3 years down the line. You think any of them idiots can ever say I can spar you? You think they ever pop up and say like, but it's more about like, I like when people doubt me. I love it. Tell me I can't do something. Absolutely, that's fine.
A very strong motivator.
That's absolutely fine. I don't want you to tell me I can do it. I want you to tell me I can't do it. So when I can do it, you look like a dickhead.
Nah, real talk.
And you feel like a dickhead. I enjoy it when I make people feel like dickheads. I enjoy it. I love it.
And a lot of the greats have built their, a lot of their motivation comes from, like, you look at Michael Jordan, he'll find any little thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Tom Brady, same thing. I mean, 6th round draft pick. Yeah, I mean, all of those people that doubted him, he always used that as motivation. Bro. He always find any little thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now that's a good one there. That's a good one there. So going into, actually, wait, there's something in between that I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
You had an injury, right?
Yeah.
When that was in between, right?
Yeah, so 2021, July 2021, I went back to Hammersmith to play basketball. And you can see basketball and boxing, the same energy systems are pretty much the same. So you got the ATP, I'm not even going to get into that. So anaerobic, basketball is mainly anaerobic. So start and stop, high intensity, same to boxing. So I said, let me go play basketball to help with my fitness as well. So I went Hammersmith. And bearing in mind, 2 years before that in uni, I hurt my hip. So anybody right now, listen to what I'm saying. If you hurt your hips and you don't take care of it, your knees or your ankles or your Achilles are in danger. The hips are the most important muscle for any athlete or human being in general. Honestly, so I injured this hip and I started feeling, when I started boxing, I started jogging. Never ran for boxing and basketball, no need to. I mean, even for boxing, in my opinion, I don't think you need to run, but I'm not even going to get into that. Started jogging. When you're jogging on an uneven platform, it's a lot of pressure on the knees. Like, people don't realize that jogging isn't so really good for the knees. It's not. So, and when I be running, I be feeling like there's not enough power from this leg, and that's because I lacked the hip, my power in my hip.
Quick question: when you say jogging isn't good for the knees, is that on a specific like? Is jogging on a treadmill calm, or are you saying that jogging on like a concrete?
Treadmill, yeah, concrete is a bit dangerous.
Okay, yeah.
It's very uneven.
Cool. Yeah.
You could have times where you're like this, because the floor is uneven and you're running. And one leg is taking more of the pressure than the other. And you don't know, you could have injury in one leg, knee, or one part of your body that you're not even aware about. So again, didn't take care of my hip injury. Started getting knee pains. That day, when I got injured, it's my fault. So I'm not gonna blame you, Mike. He didn't let me warm up quick. He didn't let me warm up the way I wanted to. And even though I was 24 at the time, whenever I go around Mike, yeah, I still feel like that 17-year-old, 18-year-old, where if he told me to do something, I'm gonna do it. Hurry up, run. Do you know what I mean? I still feel like I get back into that 17-year-old when he told me to do something. So I could feel my knee a bit weird. Caught the ball, bro. Literally, you see the sort of madnesses I've done. I caught the ball and just turned, pop.
Did you hear it? Like, did you feel it? Like,
I felt like it felt different. That something. It was a feeling I've never felt before. Like, rah. And I, you know what's funny? I walked up. I got up. That's why when I found out I tore my ACL, a few months later, I was surprised because I walked. It was swollen and whatnot. I walked.
So you didn't even realize it was torn,
bro.
That's so mad.
I walked home, bro.
Actually mad.
I walked home. I walked home. You know Hammersmith, the basketball court, walk up the stairs.
Yeah.
Got the Piccadilly line, Green Park, all of that, home. Bro, I remember I live in South, so I'm going from west to south. Walked.
Nothing.
It was painful, but it wasn't like...
Yeah.
And I said, it should be fine like a week. My mum was the one that told me to go to hospital.
Yeah.
Got the x-ray done. When I got the MRI, and I got physio. With physios, they can tell whether you've torn your ACL. There's a test they can do right here. I can even do it right now to see if your ACLs are intact. And he was like, it was a bit funny. And then he went into the and remember, bro, I was still boxing and doing everything. I could still squat and lunge and everything. He goes into the system. He's like, "What? You tore your ACL?" He was like, "What? How?" This is before I got the MRI scan.
Okay.
So when I got the MRI results, he confirmed ACL. I was shocked, bro. I was shocked, man. But though it sucks, and it's only hindered my progress because I've only had 2 fights, COVID and that. I mean, I see it as sort of a blessing. See it sort of as a blessing.
I get you. And just for the people that don't really understand the science of it, could you explain what ACL is?
So the ACL is the anterior cruciate ligament. So in your knee, you've got, I think it's the four main. You got the ACL and the PCL. So it basically forms an X. The ACL is like it's basically in the middle of the knee. It stabilizes the knee. I don't want to say the wrong thing because I'm sure I can't remember, but it's something to do with a femur. I can't remember exactly. But what it does, it keeps your knee in place. It stabilizes your knee. That's gone now. So now it's bone on bone, basically. Yeah. So that's what it is. And also, when you tear your ACL, you don't just tear one ligament, you tear 2. Yeah. So I sprained my lateral collateral ligament.
So the LCL. Yeah.
And my meniscus as well.
MCL as well?
No. So MCL and LCL are different. There's meniscus. Yeah, yes. But the bare ligaments in the knee, there's LCL,
ACL, MCL, LCL, and PCL.
And then there's meniscus.
I thought that was the MCL.
I don't know, bro. I can't remember, bro.
Yeah. Because I do remember the 4 ligaments. So, yeah. I did want you to like give the audience a little bit of insight as to what ACL is for the people that don't.
Yeah, it's just a knee stabilizer.
Yeah.
But really and truly, the muscles are what actually keep your knee intact. So your quadriceps, especially the VMO, and your calves, your hamstrings are very, 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 very important for the ACL. Obviously, quads are obviously because of where it leads to the knee. But if you're an athlete and you don't train your hamstrings, you're fucked. Because the hamstrings are used to decelerate. A lot of the time when people get injured is when they're cutting or changing direction or slowing down. Most of the time, people don't get injured when they're at full speed. It's usually when they're stopping or turning direction. And that's what the hamstrings used for, to slow down and decelerate. So if you don't train your hamstrings, this is why missing leg day isn't just about missing leg day. Missing leg day is if you're an athlete, it's very detrimental. Very detrimental. Leg day should be, in all honesty, the most important thing that you focus on. Think about, you're walking all day. Your legs hold up your body. So it makes sense to train your legs more than your upper body, bruv.
Agreed.
Like, it's a common sense thing.
Yeah.
It is.
Definitely.
But everyone skips leg day.
No, bro, as long as they're looking good up top, they don't really care about what's happening down below.
That's shit.
And you said it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about why you say it's a blessing in disguise that happened.
So one, for boxing,
because I don't think we touched on it.
In boxing, I liked when I first started. I liked to move a lot and use my movement because I've got very good footwork and movement. So I liked to ping, move out.
Yeah.
You know how like Muhammad Ali or Sugar Ray Leonard would fight, that kind of style. Obviously, hurting my knee restricts the amount of movement I can do, and even I could still do it. I was a bit more conscious about moving, so it forced me to have to learn how to really defend and stay there and catch and counter and stuff. So catching and shooting, catching and counting. And I realized, like I can take shots, it's not that deep. And now that I'm actually okay, I come forward more. I stalk people. When I want to go on a, be flat, then I will.
Yeah.
But now I'm not afraid of getting hit. I don't give a fuck. Like, and it's all because of the knee. It probably would have happened, but probably a later stage. But now, like, because I know I can either use my movement or I can stay there. And that's the blessing in disguise for boxing. The other side of it is I understand the human body more. And I know myself more in terms of if I got a little niggle here or there, I know, damn, chill, or low, chill, clockwork, chill, whatever. Yeah, I know. It kind of just made me understand my body better. Imagine my little brother as well tore his ACL. Yeah. So it just made me have to study more as well. Like that whole year, because I didn't have surgery for like a year and a half. Just study, understanding the knee, understanding if my hips don't work. Again, going back to the hips. The hips are used for rotation, not your knee. When people rotate, they're using their knees, not their hips. And that's how you get injured. So teaching myself to use my hips when I'm doing things instead of my knees and my legs, that again helped me. Sick. Yeah, man. It taught me a lot, honestly. It taught me a lot.
Man. That's sick, for real. And then you said you're amateur boxer, and is the pro. Is that what you're trying to get to?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. That's what I want to go to.
Yeah.
The only thing with that is that, again, I'm in 2 minds because I speak to a lot of people, and they say, "Oh, bro, the training stuff looks more like you, man. I know you're a good boxer and stuff. You look good, but the training side just looks more like you. Like
Suits you.
it just suits me.
Yeah.
But I don't know yet. I'm still taking the thing about me saying that I don't know is I'm still gonna fight. Like there's something in me that won't allow me to not fight.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So yeah, the pro route is where I want to go.
Mhm.
I'd love to be a world champion. I can't lie, but you know what's crazy for me is that if I just get there and compete with the elites, looking at where I started and where people thought I'd be, to me that's
amazing.
Win.
That's amazing. 100%.
Even having the title isn't. It's like I guess like the cherry on top. But for me, the journey and just getting there
definitely
is more. I take more pride in that. So that's why I'm not afraid of losing. I'll fight the best fighter when it comes to it. If he's better, if whatever, I don't care. Because for me, I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So if I'm there, cool. If I win, great. If I lose, great. Don't care.
Yeah.
Because I've gone there. I'm never gonna shy away from a fight. It's as long as I go in there and I give my best, I have nothing to regret and look back to. Everybody loses. You're supposed to lose. If you win, you can't learn. If I lose to someone, it's like, all right, cool. I know what I need to fix now. So if we fight again, you're not coming at me with that same shit again, bro. If someone beats me, they can't beat me the same way they beat me the first time. It's not possible. It's not. I've done something wrong. So if you beat me, that's absolutely fine, bro. It's absolutely fine. I don't care about losses, bro. Man's been losing, still gonna lose. I'm 26 years old, bro. Got a lot of life to live, so I'm still gonna lose, bro.
Nah, that's it. Do you know what? And I think that's when I look at boxing today, I think that's kind of what's missing, the mindset, because I think that people look at the Mayweather thing and they look at the whole undefeated. Yeah. Even when it goes back to like even Michael Jordan being 6 for 6. And when you look back at it, all the greats fought each other. Like you look at Liston, Ali, they fought each other. Foreman, Ali, Frazier, they all fought each other.
They all got L's in their record.
Exactly.
They all got L's in their record.
It didn't diminish their greatness. So I don't understand I get it. It looks amazing having that 0 besides the win loss. It looks nice, but you know what I'm saying.
Pacquiao lost. Got stopped by one Marquez.
Canelo.
Canelo's lost.
He's lost. I like Canelo, but you know what I mean. But you get what I mean, though.
Wait. See, who's more skilled, Gervonta or Canelo? You know,
ooh,
I feel like your answer will make me probably leave, depending on what you say. Like, because I've had this conversation.
I'm a big Gervonta.
Skilled, skill, bro. Skill as footwork, all of that skill, bro.
I'll probably say Gervonta.
Thank you.
No, you know what? Yeah.
All you people that say Canelo, you make me sick.
But Canelo's cold though.
Do you know with Canelo? He isn't the best boxer. He's got very good technique, but his timing is amazing. He is skillful, but he's not more skillful than Gervonta. That's what people thought I was saying he's not skillful. Yeah. No, he's just not. He's not more skillful than Gervonta. But Canelo, I can't lie, he's got good boxing ability, very good IQ, very fucking good timing. Yeah, there might be guys that outbox him, but he times them well and he stops you. So I mean, I think for him, he's the best fighter. Because there's fighting and there's boxing.
Ah, yeah, true. Would you put Triple G in that category in terms of like being more of a fighter than a boxer?
He's both. If you want to call yourself a complete boxer, you need to be able to have both. Okay. Because there's going to be people that you're not going to be able to box against. Like, they're not going to make it easy for you to do that pretty shit. Especially, like, I'm a boxer. But if I know that this person might just be a little bit better of a boxer than me in terms of where they set the combinations of, fuck all of this shit. Getting gritty, bro. Yeah. That's where Anthony Joshua lacks. He don't know how to get gritty. He tries to box the boxer. No disrespect, but that shows you don't have a good IQ. Why would you go in and box the boxer? He's southpaw. Not once did Anthony Joshua move to his left. When you're fighting a southpaw, lefty versus righty, it's common sense. It's about positioning. If you can get your left foot on the outside of their right foot, you are able to land your punch. Not once did Anthony Joshua step to the left and move Usyk to his right hand. Not once. Not once did he throw a left hook, because a left hook, especially because he's taller, left hook against a southpaw, because the jab's away, it's there. Especially because he's taller. Move it out of the way, right hand's there. The body was always open. That guy never went for the body. I don't know who was in his corner, but basic IQ, it's not even an advanced thing. Day one, when you fight at southpaw, they teach you step. Boxing IQ is not as complicated as people make out to seem. But again, I don't know, man.
No, I get it, man. In terms of like the your inspirations, in terms of boxers, who do you kind of look at and kind of like try to pattern?
No one.
So there's no one that you looked at.
I watch people. I admire what they do. I take.
Give us the names.
So obviously Floyd is there. You know what I'm saying?
Defensively, he's ridiculous.
James Toney.
Okay.
Roy Jones.
Whew. Okay.
Sugar Ray Leonard. Who else? Who else is there?
Sick names though.
Yeah, should I say Sugar Ray, James Toney, Floyd,
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones. There's a few people I'm missing. Salvador Sanchez, but he's the greatest Mexican fighter, not Julio Cesar Chavez. Pernell Whitaker. I like Pernell Whitaker.
Oh, okay.
R.I.P. Pernell Whitaker.
R.I.P.
Probably the greatest southpaw. Who else do I like? Sugar Ray Robinson. Just there's not enough footage of him, but the footage I've seen, he was a fucking beast, bro. Like, yeah. Who else is there? I like Muhammad Ali, but I'm not a big fan of his. I don't think he's the greatest boxer. Nah.
Okay, that's an interesting take.
There's many other heavyweights I could say that I think were better than him. Like Muhammad Ali was good, but all that people respected him more for the stuff he did outside. Of boxing.
No, I do hear it. Yes,
it's not, bro. Like let's call a spade. Yeah, he's not the
that's
greatest
a hot take,
boxer.
Though. That's a hot take.
He's not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's not. He's not.
So you think a lot of the things because of the outside stuff, because that's a tough one. You even got me thinking about that one. It's a tricky one, man, with Ali, because a lot of his he lost about 3 years of his prime.
Yeah, that's one thing you have to take into consideration.
You have to think about that with him.
Quite a lot. I think it was more than that. You know, it was a few years. It was a few years.
I thought it was like 3 or 4 years.
Maybe 2 or 3 years, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah,
not
like
more than 4.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was more than 4 years.
But this is like around like the peak. Like
yeah.
He came back. Obviously, he was still great, but
just not missing that time out in his prime. Yeah. Some 100%. Boxers' prime really can go and come.
Mm-hmm.
It's just depending on how, some people's prime could last.
Mm-hmm. But he wasn't looked at when all of that happened. He wasn't looked at favorably. It's only as time went on.
Was he really the great? Come on, man. Floyd said it. You know, people only cared about Muhammad Ali when he started having Parkinson's and stuff. People, all this love is fake, fam.
To be fair, I think a lot of people they called him the greatest even before that, though. I think there were a lot of guys that had him number one.
If we're talking about heavyweights, I personally think, if him and Lennox Lewis were to fight in the same era, Lennox Lewis will stop him.
Lennox was cold.
Lennox will stop him. I think he would stop Ali. That's my opinion, innit?
Ooh.
Oh, I like Mike Tyson. Everyone likes Mike. You know what I mean?
But you know what? That loss to Buster Douglas really hurt him, though. Because it was like, I remember hearing about Tyson, and it felt like he was untouchable outside. I remember, obviously he beat Frank Bruno as well. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? He writes it up, but then there was you could see the chink in the armor when he lost to Buster. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I love Mike Tyson, but one thing you have to measure a boxer on, especially in any sport really, or any field really. In football, you're gonna have many games, but what really counts is what you do against the best of the best. No one cares about what you did in a game, the 20th game in a season or your 20th fight. No one cares. It's about what you do when it's crunch time against the elites. And against the elites, the top of the top, Mike lost.
He lost Lennox Lewis. He lost to Evander Holyfield.
Obviously, you got to look at the jail time, and he didn't have his coach and whatnot. There was a lot of variables and a lot of things that was going on, outside stuff going on.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, he lost to the elites of the elites. And, doesn't take anything away from his greatness, because people will still will still go to Mike Tyson before they go to Lennox Lewis. So it goes to show that you losing means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's
an
true.
ego-driven thing.
No, definitely.
It's an ego-driven thing.
I agree with that. Definitely.
Floyd, you fucked up for everyone. I love Floyd. I love him, but as well, he needs to stop talking as well. When he starts talking, it pisses me off. He asks Floyd a question that has nothing to do with him, he'll bring it about him. He needs to just allow it, bro.
Nah, I get what you mean. So you also started, correct me, Work the Clock?
Okay, so
Talk to me. Yeah, let's get into that.
So my personal training, strength and conditioning, whatever athletic development performance company is called Work the Clock Performance.
Tell us a little bit about
obviously,
that.
I managed Clockwork24's, and then I said I didn't want to call it Clockwork. I just want to say I wanted to be a bit more different. I was like,
But even still, that would have been sick though.
I know Clockwork Performance. Who knows?
Yeah.
I haven't trademarked it yet, so I still have time to maybe change it if I wanted to. But I called it Work the Clock because work the clock.
Sick
I'm always
name.
working the clock, bro.
Either way, both of them are sick names.
Yeah, man.
Either like where did the name come from though?
Which one?
Both.
So
Both.
Clockwork. Obviously, you know I do music, or I'm not kind of. And I got one song called Clockwork, and it was my brethren D1. Shouts out to D1. He was. I think he was one that said call the song Clockwork, and like the hook. I don't know how it happened, and then I was like Clockworks. It's hard. The name's hard.
Yeah, it is.
I just turned my Insta to Clockwork24's, isn't it? And
it's
it just,
sick.
it's not even it's just a simple story, bro. I just said, this is hard. Clockwork.
So
Clockwork.
that's how it started?
Literally, bro.
Interesting. Okay.
Literally, bro.
That's
Literally.
sick.
Literally, bro.
That is so sick. That's actually
crazy,
lit.
man.
That is lit. Like, it's just, like, do you know what? I think my name is sick, but then when I hear your name, I'm like, wow. That's like, when I really deep that, I was like, wow, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You got Clockwork. And then when I heard of your PT and your training, I was like, the play on words is mad.
I don't know. I think because I'm mad creative.
Yeah.
I'm a lyricist, like, when it comes to the music. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gifted, like, by God, innit? I can't lie. I can't. That's why I'm not cocky, bro. People think I'm cocky, but I'm actually not.
Confidence.
Just confident.
Confidence, man.
If my confidence, brings out your insecurities, that's your business. Yeah, it's not my problem. It's not my job to make.
I think Deion Sanders said something similar
man,
as well.
Don't let my confidence. I can't remember
you know what I'm talking about, though. Yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
If I'm confident in it, it makes you feel type of way, then that's nothing to do with me.
That's a you thing, man.
It's a you problem.
Agreed, man. Agreed.
I've over the years I've had to not dim down, but especially with girls, like women have told me I'm not cocky, bruv. You know what cocky is? Like, I'm a confident man. I'm under 6 foot, for fuck's sake. So should I be timid and why? What for? I wasn't raised like that. If you met my mum today, she's not a timid woman, bruv. So why would I be timid? My mum's always told me to believe in myself. So if me believing in myself makes you insecure, deal with it.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%.
You know what I mean?
So work the clock. I think we kind of got sidetracked a little bit. Yeah, man. But bro, I want you to put it out there, man. Get me. Work the clock. Tell us more about Work the Clock.
So
man.
Work the Clock Performance.
Hear this.
So it's a range of, because of my extensive background in sports, I'm very thankful that I've had so many different opportunities to play basketball. I started with football. I'm a hard football player. All the men think I can't play football, but it's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Because when it's time to show,
yes,
I can actually ball. Like, I'm from South East London, bro. That's what I started playing. Yeah, do you get it? So man can actually, football, basketball, boxing, and me just loving the gym. Look how many, just those in general, all those together. So I mix all the workouts that I've learned from the sports and the gym, and I've incorporated them into one. And Work the Clock Performance is literally the focusing, like I said in the beginning, is most people don't want to look like bodybuilders. They want to look good for their pictures when they go on holiday and etc. But they also want to be able to play with their kids and perform. Playing with your kids, running, jumping, being agile. You need to actually still train like that to be able to do those things.
That's a good point.
Don't use it, you lose it. So when I meet, especially older adults now, we do a lot of reaction time and stuff. So I'll do comb games and just fun games that you would do as children. But it might look silly, but it's not, because you're still working on your reaction time. You're working on your coordination. You're working on your agility. All those things. I'm just trying to bring in the athlete within. People think they're not athletes. Everybody's an athlete, just to a different level. You might not be able, like me, because I can jump high, but you might be more agile than me. You might be more powerful than me. You might be quicker than me. Everybody has their own attribute. And what my goal is to find out what it is that your attribute is. Once you know your attribute, it boosts up your confidence. Most people are not confident because they don't know what they're good at. When I train people, it's not just about training. I genuinely want to see you progress. Even if it's 1%, I genuinely get excited when I see somebody, say I was teaching them how to throw a jab, yeah, and they used to throw it lazy, or they don't. When you throw a jab, you're supposed to fully extend, rotate, and they used to just do this. And then if I see them doing this now, I'll get gassed. Just from that, I swear to you. Just from that, because it shows you've improved. And that's I just love to see people progress. I like to see people winning. I like to see people, happy. I know what it feels like to not be confident, have low self-esteem. I've been there. And I never want anyone to feel like that. So if with my confidence, my goal with my confidence to spread it onto you, I want my energy to be inside of you. And I've realized that's why I think I'm very popular with the people that I work with, because they can feed off my energy. And I want you to feed off my energy. Energy is contagious. And if I can bring that sort of energy to you and you can take it and put it into your everyday life, that's okay. That's just a win for me. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I've only really been doing it like, what, about a year and a bit now? Do you know what I mean? Year and a bit now? Like, taking it seriously. I started in COVID sort of thing.
Yeah, okay.
When I wasn't really serious about it. Everyone's been telling me to do the PT stuff from college times, bro. Because I've always been in shape. I just never really like.
Yeah.
And then I said, let me just do this, and it's.
What flipped the switch for you? What was it? What made you think like, you know what? Let me. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's saying I should do it, but now it's like, now I'm gonna do it. What made you decide? Yeah, now's the time.
We're 30 in 4 years. That's one thing.
Crazy. You actually think about it. Absolutely mental, when I think about it. Woo.
That, and also, I'm not pressure. I don't care about being 30. It's more of, I want to do something that I could, not for the rest of my life. If it's something I love doing, it's not going to feel like work. When I have to go train a client, I don't feel like I have to go work.
Yeah.
I'm going to train a client. I can train with them. So I say I'm training a client and their goal was to build muscle, and I haven't got time to go gym that day. I jump in with the workout with them. Yeah, they're paying me, but me jumping in the workout, it gives an experience as well. It gives an experience. It doesn't feel like work for me. I work in gyms. I'm chill. So sometimes I don't have to do that. I'll be cleaning the gym and I'll feel like working out now. It's not work for me. It's life. I have pull-up bars in my house. I've got so much equipment in my house for exercising. Exercising is a part of my life. And I said, why not do something that's a part of my life and make money from it? Why not? Because most people, it's sad to say, but most people are not going to make money from their passion. Most people won't. It's a sad truth.
It's true now.
Most people are not going to make, and especially in 2023 with social media, everybody thinks they can make money from their passion. No. You need to get into your head that if I don't make money from this, I don't care, as long as I love doing it. So yes, I want to make. With this though, I got. If you don't want to pay, go away.
Yes,
it's as simple as that. However, though, I still want to see you in. So yeah.
Nah, that's sick, man, bro. Congratulations on that. Where can they find Work the Clock? Plug the socials for that.
So my Instagram for Work the Clock Performance is literally just that, as I said it. Work the Clock Performance is a mouthful, I know. But I might just change to WCTC Performance just to make it easier for people to find. But I think we'll leave it at Work the Clock for now.
But I yes. The name is so worth it, man. To say it. You get it?
I know.
It's worth it, man. It's worth it.
Yeah,
for real, man. Big ups, man. You're actually killing it, man. Man, like I said, I just can't get over the name. The name is so sick, man. Work the Clock Performance. It's dope, man. In terms of like going forward, we know that's what you want to do. Boxing is also there as well.
Yeah.
Music, is that something that you want to do as well? Because you touched on it a little bit before.
I don't know, bro.
Okay.
I don't know if I have a love for it. It just seems like I've got so much music on my phone. I've got so much music. Like, yeah, I might be hard, and everyone. And you know what? I've never played a song to anyone, and they've given me a bad review. Like, never. And I've got real people around me in it. So, like, and I got a good voice for it. I can actually sing, no auto tune. But it's just like the music game's rigged, bro. And I see myself as an athlete first.
Okay.
When I look in the mirror, I see myself as an athlete first. That whole wake up in the morning, you have your fruit. I see the lifestyle. I see myself as an athlete first. The music side of things, I don't know, man. It's actually a tricky one. I'll be honest. That's why I've kind of gone around in circles, because I genuinely don't know. I always say, I'm gonna release a song every month, and I don't, because I get sidetracked with other things, and I just keep putting things before music. So, but then I say to myself, someone like 50 Cent, who I admire very much, and it's not even because of his music, more mainly, it's just the way he is. He's a fucking G, bro.
He's cold. He's cold. Outside of music, yeah.
He's a G.
Yeah.
In the Club came out when he was 28.
Bro.
He was 28 when he flew.
It's ridiculous. It's actually mad.
So man got time if I really wanted to do it.
And that was what 2003. Something like that. Yeah.
He was 28. Jay-Z was what, 26, 27. And look at they've had more longevity.
It's true.
It's the ones that blow early that don't really.
Yeah.
So again, I think I wasn't. If I'm meant to make it in music, when I started at 2021 wasn't the time I'm supposed to. I have to go through certain things and learn things about how to be a man. There's certain hardships that I've had to go through first. And I believe that if a man doesn't go through certain hardships and he acquires a lot of money or success very early on, it's very detrimental to him. There's a learning curve that you have as a man. There's a rite of passage. There's you have to go through some dirty shit. You know what I mean?
No, definitely, bro. 100%, 100%. So I can't. We can't have a conversation without talking about the NBA, man. Because I'm a big basketball fan. You're a big basketball fan. In terms of when we spoke about you playing basketball. In terms of where the NBA started when we was watching it from young.
Talking into the mic,
Nah, it picks up.
Trust,
don't worry.
Calm.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man. In terms of where the NBA, when we grew up watching it, it was a different game, and you look at it now, it's very 3-point centric.
I don't like it.
What? Talk to me.
I don't like it.
Why?
I like it, but I don't like it because a lot of guys have just become so. Even when I coach basketball, I coach kids as well. All of them want to shoot threes, but you can't make a mid-range shot. You can't make a layup, but you want to shoot threes. It doesn't make. I think it's more so of how it's impacted the generations coming up, because everybody thinks they can be Steph Curry. Let me be honest with you. There is never, ever going to be a shooter like him. I don't believe in any. And even if there is, because he's the first, it can't be replicated.
It can't.
It's done. It's done. It's done. There's certain gifts that it's unique to one person, I believe, and he has it. There's everybody else has to follow him.
Yeah.
I like the game, but I just don't. One thing I do like is that, and it's just an argument. Everybody thinks that the old school players wouldn't be, the new school players can't play the old school players. I beg to differ. Defense is harder now.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
When you watch me play basketball, I was a defender first. It's easier to put your hands on someone and stop them. If you can't put your hands on someone and you only can move laterally with your hands off, it is harder to play defense. Yeah. If I can't grab you, because bro, even there's times someone has beaten me, but I use that arm bar. There's like an arm bar thing you do that's kind of helps you stay on them. If I can't touch you, it's harder for me to play defense because I actually have to laterally slide. Cool. There's a lot more free throws and a lot more calls. I don't like that, but players are more skilled now. They are.
That's true.
You got guys 6'10", dribbling the ball up court, pulling up.
Yeah.
Cash. Guys weren't doing that, but again, it's because of the way the game is.
The game, it's different. It's different. Very different. Very, very different. Like what Steph did, he just, he because he made really bad shots look like really good shots. Like, and what can you do when someone can pull up from the logo? Nothing. Like, I mean, the closest thing to it, maybe Damian Lillard. The stuff that he does as well is absolutely.
I think him and people might get at me for saying this.
Okay, let's hear this.
When it comes to threes, I put them both. Okay, if you got Steph is a little bit ahead, but Dame isn't that far off.
Dame isn't that far off.
I don't care what anyone says.
He's not that far off. He's not that far. When you look at, if you're just going deeper in the numbers, obviously Steph is, because his efficiency is so ridiculous. And what makes it mad is that majority of the shots he's taken is from free. He's so efficient. Like, I think he shoots maybe 47, 48% from the field. Majority of them are for free.
That's mad.
I couldn't comprehend. I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
It's absolutely mad. Like, and Dame he's up there, man. And I think it's going to be tough for Dame because he's always going to kind of be in Steph's shadow because, Steph, like you said, Steph was the first.
When you see them go head to head.
I'm not going to lie though. If you're talking clutch, I'll take Dame over Steph.
Thank you very much.
Bro, I would take
Dame over. There was a time when I was saying Dame is better. I would take Dame over Kyrie.
I would agree with that.
There was a point in time when I said I would take, because people were like, all right, let's look at the before Kyrie went to got LeBron.
Yeah.
What was he doing?
It's true. They were a lottery team. They'll get number 1 overall picks.
But Damian Lillard took his team to the playoffs. Playoff
wins, conference final. Yeah.
Kyrie left. I love Kyrie Irving.
Cold.
Cold.
My favorite player to watch. Him
Yeah,
and Davis.
yeah.
It's up there. Yeah.
Obviously, if Derrick Rose didn't get injured,
Ah.
let's not even.
No. People do not. No. Let's even. People don't understand the Derrick Rose thing, you know, because I think.
Shit. Hey. Hey.
It's so frustrating. People really don't understand the Derrick Rose. Like
at 22,
MVP.
What he was. People can argue and say LeBron should have won it. I don't care.
Nah.
I don't care.
And the fact that he won it against LeBron, and LeBron was in his, like, if you're talking athleticism, peak LeBron.
Miami LeBron was there.
The Miami LeBron was, and he won it over LeBron, and that was third season D Rose. And he was learning how to shoot as well.
Wasn't even in his prime.
People look at what Russell Westbrook, like, Russell Westbrook has had an amazing career. He's a top 75 player all time, triple double.
I will take Derrick Rose.
Prime Derrick Rose was,
over a triple double.
I'm telling you, prime Derrick Rose was different. Like, man,
different.
Woo!
Them Miami Heat battles with Chicago. I can't lie. When we finish today, I might light my spliff and watch that shit.
Because there was something else, and there's no way they should have been. They had nice players. They had Joakim Noah, Taj Gibson. Who else was on that team? Carlos Boozer, I think.
Jimmy Butler, early
Jimmy
days.
Butler, young Jimmy Butler as well. JB.
Yeah. They had Kirk Hamrick. I remember that team.
I forgot about Kirk Hamrick.
Kirk Hamrick. He just disappeared at the league. They had was it Nazir Mohammed, whatever his name was?
Yep.
They had Taj Gibson.
I think Nate Robinson was on that.
Briefly, but I think when Derrick Rose was injured, that he came on.
That's okay. Yeah,
it was when Derrick was injured, he was coming on. Yeah, man. And obviously Tom Thibodeau, like their team was pretty.
It was gritty, man. I can't, but they shouldn't have been. They shouldn't have been competing with LeBron, D Wade, Bosh, and the role play. They were, and that's because of number one. Was it number one? Yeah, in Chicago. Yeah. That D Rose, he was a problem, man. Alright, cool. Now I have to get this. Your favorite top 5 NBA players. Favorite, not saying greatest.
Cool.
Let's go favorites.
Kobe.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're doing it in order.
Oh, okay.
It's up to you.
Okay, no. Okay, let me just say Kobe.
You can throw out just 5 names. That's fine.
Kobe. You have to say LeBron, man.
You got to. At some point, you got to, man. You got to.
Derrick Rose.
Okay. I knew that was gonna be the case. Yep.
Kobe, LeBron, Derrick Rose, Mike, MJ. You can't.
Yeah. This is your favorite, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I started watching Michael Jordan more now. We never really got the opportunity to watch.
Didn't really, yeah.
But when you watch, true. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like it just looked effortless. Like everything looked easy.
And he was doing it at a time where there was the big men were clogging up the paint. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, the big men, you got Jokic, Embiid stepping out and stuff. But back then, you had the big guys. You had Oakley, you had Ewing, you had all these guys, and he was doing it. Yeah. And he made it look easy.
Yeah. Who else, man? Number 5.
So who'd you say? So you said Derrick Rose, Kobe, LeBron, MJ.
I used to be Dwayne Wade until all that bullshit.
Yeah,
I don't really.
Yeah, that one.
Anyway, hey. Who else? I'll say Isaiah Thomas. 5'9" Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, okay. You're going younger IT. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, all right, I like that.
No, am I mad? Allen Iverson. What am I doing?
Oh, the answer. Okay.
How can I forget that?
Okay.
How can I forget that? So you know what? I might have to take. Who did I say?
You
Kobe,
said
LeBron, Mike.
Who's your last one? Your last one was
Isaiah
Thomas.
Yeah, he's got to get bumped out. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, your greatest of all time. If you had to list
Kobe.
You got Kobe number 1. Over
LeBron.
The thing with Kobe is R.I.P. I love Kobe as well. He was too similar to Michael. And he wasn't as efficient as Michael. The games were pretty much the same.
Yeah, and he took more shots than Michael.
And LeBron, you have to combine bare players to get LeBron.
But greatest of all time, as we were talking about, let's look at it from let's look at it objectively now, not subjectively.
Okay.
It's Mike, bro.
Okay.
You could say LeBron, but the problem that LeBron has is that Mike has already done it. Like, what shoes are we all wearing right now?
It's true.
There are Jordans 1, 2, and 3 here.
It's true.
Like, when you put that into perspective, bro.
It's true. The influence
Jordan
is
will
crazy.
live on. Any Christian can say what they want. Even I'm a Muslim. if you speak Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Jesus, then you got Michael Jordan. Those are names that are eternal. You can't. I don't care what. Like Michael Jordan's name is eternal. If you say NBA, you think Jordan.
MJ, yeah.
You don't think LeBron or Kobe. You think Jordan.
You think Michael Jordan first.
Even kids growing up today, okay, they'll probably say LeBron and Steph Curry and whatnot. But they're all gonna know Michael Jordan.
That's true, and that's purely off of
the shoes. Then they decide, oh, okay, let me go. Let me go watch. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. And that guy retired how many times and came back?
I think he retired twice.
Man had a three-peat. Came back. Then three-peat again. So like, when you put those into perspective, like it's a bit. When it was time to dominate, he dominated. But then again, with LeBron though, people need to understand though, playing because no one really plays 82 games in a season. Playing 75 games in a season and then playing every playoff game and going to the finals, even just getting there. It's impressive. It's a task in its own.
It's impressive. What was it? 8 in a row?
Oh, something
8 in a row. Some crazy stuff like that. Like, I think, do you know what? I think the longevity helps LeBron, but it also hurts him because people look at that like, wait, hold up. But Michael won in less years than you.
Yeah, he played 15 seasons.
He played 15.
And he's won 6 rings.
And he won 6. Didn't lose, obviously.
Look at the teams he had. Let's look at the teams that LeBron has had. He took the 2007 Cavs to the finals against Spurs, who shouldn't have been.
They shouldn't even have been there. They shouldn't have been there. I don't know how. When you look back at it, I don't know how they got there.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know how they got there.
Swept, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, he took a lot of good
Then
teams.
he lost. Okay, he should have been there with Kobe, but he lost to Dwight Howard in the conference finals.
But Dwight, that's another one as well. People really don't understand.
Dwight Howard is first ballot Hall of Famer.
I don't know how he didn't make top 75. That one.
Yeah.
I would have. Who are you taking off though?
I know it's techie, man.
It's tough because all the names they have a.
He has a ring, and Charles Barkley don't have a ring.
Yeah. But Charles Barkley was nice though, man. He was nice. Do you know what I mean?
Cool.
It's tough. It's tough though. But Dwight Howard was a problem still.
Very big problem.
But to your point, he was taking a lot of teams, and that's the thing with LeBron. I think the thing that helps him is the fact that he did a lot more with less. Whereas Michael, if you look back, people would only focus on those 6 years, but he couldn't get past the Celtics. He couldn't get past the Pistons.
There was a time when Michael was getting bounced out the first round, bro.
The first round, do you know what I mean?
At the same age as LeBron.
At the same age, do you know what I mean? And LeBron was taking teams to conference finals, like, do you know what I mean? So it's tough. And he has the all-time, like, every record is LeBron, like, do you know what I mean?
He's going to finish,
He's
top 5 assists.
He's top 5 assists. He's already, he probably, when his career ends, he might even be 40K points. It's a very real possibility he could get to 40K points.
No one's beating that.
I don't think anyone, what he's doing, averaging 30 in year 20 is...
He's 38.
Come on.
He's 39 this year.
It's absolutely ridiculous. So you got MJ.
It's interesting with Shaq. People don't like to put Shaq in top 5, but then they all say he's the most dominant force to play. So how is he not top 5 then?
It's tough.
They all say Shaq was the most dominant force. Even Kobe said that if Shaq trained as hard as me, greatest of all time.
Oh, yeah.
So Shaq, MJ, it's not an order, by the way, because it's very hard to do this order thing.
It's tough, yeah.
It's tough.
MJ.
Damn.
It's tough, man. There's a lot of names there, man. There's a lot of names.
Tim Duncan. You need to put respect to
people, yeah.
Him and Kobe, you can kind of argue.
You could make the. I'd argue. I might put
people
TV.
Respect Kobe more as a person. People, you know, I read about athletes. The same as Muhammad Ali thing. You could be a very skillful person, but if the crowd doesn't take to you the same way, you won't get the same love and appreciation and the same merits. Because you look at Kobe and what? Kobe has 5. Duncan has 5. Duncan has more MVPs.
Yeah.
I think they have about the same amount of All-Stars.
Roundabout,
and
probably.
First NBA and all NBA. They're
all
not
defensive teams.
They're not. They're like he probably has more. Well, Kobe has
2 Finals MVPs. Tim Duncan has 3. Tim Duncan has 2 regular season MVPs. Kobe has 1.
That's a bitch though. Kobe should have had more.
He should have had more.
That whole rape thing messed him up.
Messed out. Yeah.
It messed up everything.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. They all love him now.
It's true.
But yeah, that. But then.
So far, we got Shaq, MJ. So you still got Kobe in your 5? Yeah, okay.
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan. Ooh, that's 4. So that's 1 more. You need 1 more. Ooh. It's hard though. It's hard. It's tough.
Is it objective top 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or subjective?
Ooh. Whichever one you want to go for. Whichever one you want to go for. I was gonna say objective. We'll go subjective. Fuck it.
Just to clarify, because sometimes I get them two mixed up. Objective is when you're looking in from.
Objective is basically how I look at objective is like when you're just looking at it objectively, like
overall, from not taking out my emotions.
Yeah.
So I'm right. Yeah. So that's what I'm basing. I'm doing it objectively.
Okay.
I'd say LeBron.
Okay.
There's LeBron.
That's a sick top 5. That's a very, very solid top 5. I like that. Okay.
Oh, Magic Johnson. Bye, Timmy. Bye, Timmy.
Yeah, okay. You know what? With the Shaq thing, yeah, it's interesting that you brought up Shaq because you brought up another name, 50 Cent. I look at them very similarly. Like, there are other guys you may have over them, but you can't argue that anyone had a better run than like 50.
50's run was probably the best run, but he didn't get the awards he should have gotten.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? But when he was like, there was like a 3-year stretch where you couldn't touch 50. Even from Jay-Z was doing his thing. All of these other guys said we have to fall back until this when you. Yeah. And the same was like with Shaq. Obviously, he was nice with Orlando, but when he started winning with the Lakers, that 2000, yeah, there was nothing you could do.
Scary, bro.
There's nothing you could do.
You had Kobe.
This is number 8. This is
bro. Shaq, yeah, bro. Like, yeah, and you see with 50, the amount of interviews I hear people talking about him, they really talk with almost like fear.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember who it was like when they heard the doom.
Oh, it was
I can't remember that. My man,
Gotti. I thought you were talking about the Gotti one.
It might be that one.
It might be that one. Yeah.
But even Jay-Z, they all talk about that period the same
emotion. They all talk about it the same way.
With the same emotion, which means that 50 really got in everybody's head, bro.
He did. He
truly didn't give a fuck.
He didn't care. He went at everyone. And that's what I loved about it. He didn't care whether it was even he went at Jadakiss, even though Jadakiss, even though Jadakiss got him back and he knew, like, do you know what I mean? He was kind of humbled by it, but he went at everyone and he didn't care. Okay. That's the attitude that I liked. Now, because you're a workout guy, I have to ask this one. This is the quick hitting segment, by the way. So, you get me? Your top 5 workout anthems. I have to ask it because you're workout anthems. I have to.
I ain't even got none, you know.
Like, work anthems that are gonna get you gassed whilst you're working out.
The re-up. Ooh. When I done it, even though they could see
it
with me.
Okay.
Hey, so I'm gonna put that in.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what it is about that song, yeah. But
Cold. Okay.
I turn it on, yeah. When I done it, even though they couldn't see it in me. I'm rapping. I'm like, okay, yeah. And then I'll say my own song, Clockwork. It's out on all platforms.
That's a nice one. Yeah.
AR Low, Clockwork. Type that in all platforms. All for the Love by the Locks, Jadakiss.
Ooh, okay.
If you think of me, you'll think of a proud work win.
Okay.
3.
2 more. When you really think about it,
Hustler's Ambition. That's like the fire. Yeah.
America got a thing for this gangster shit. They love it. Yeah, that's a good one. One. Ooh, okay. All right.
And probably Abracadabra, Spin That Coupe.
Ooh.
I mean, Spin That Coupe. It's just to get me gas that term, bro.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But lately I've been listening to a lot of motivational shit when I work out now. That's why it was very hard for me to kind of, because lately I'm in the gym, I just put a motivational thing on. You see what my Instagrams now.
I've put that with you.
Even my own motivational stuff. I don't know. I just like that kind of stuff now.
Nah, that's a sick one. Makes sense. 5 athletes you like to train across many different sports. As a trainer, I have to ask this question. Any sport. Remember, we're living in a generation full of all-timers.
I would like to have trained Adrian Peterson. Stupidly athletic.
Ridiculous.
Obviously, LeBron James. Kobe, if he was still here.
R.I.P. Bean.
Not Floyd. I think me and him would butt heads.
I can see that. I can see that being the case.
Yeah, I think I'd actually punch him up. No, I'm joking. You never know what could happen. I don't really care, to be honest. I don't care, man. I'm an old man. I couldn't. You know when you look at certain celebrities and you just know already, like, if me and you were to actually work together, you would piss me off.
Yeah. The way you took it.
Like, can't we like slapping brothers, bro?
Man. Okay.
So I know if I know that we're not going to get along, I'll never put myself in a predicament.
He might surprise you though. Floyd might surprise you.
Do you know what? Floyd seems cool, but
he might surprise you though. He might. Yeah.
Do you know what? Tell her like he's cool. He's cool. He's just sometimes lately he's been pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I get you.
Okay, I'll put Floyd. I'll train Floyd.
Okay.
Javonte. Tank is my guy.
Tank. Okay.
Tank is my guy.
Okay.
I can't even let. There's bare, bro. So I think I've given 5.
So you had LeBron, you had Floyd, you had Kobe,
Adrian Peterson,
AP,
Javonte.
5.
Javonte, Floyd, AP, Kobe, LeBron. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
There's more. Probably Tom Brady.
Ooh.
Sometimes it's not just about your athletic ability, it's your mind.
It's the mindset. No, 100%.
I want to know what just your the way some people. That's why I'm so obsessed with Kobe. It's just his preparation, his attention to detail.
It's true.
It's I don't know. It's just I can relate to that obsessiveness. I can relate to it. So yeah, there's quite a lot of athletes I'd love to train. Who else is there? There are some women. Just I don't be sexist and say I don't really pre a lot of women's sports. I'll be honest with you. Boxing. I'll say I like to train Clarissa Shields.
Okay.
But she's the only real female boxer I kind of watch anyway. And Amanda Nunes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a nice list. Favorite quote?
I don't know, but right now it's Sirius Pacem Parabellum. If you want peace, then prepare for war.
You mentioned that earlier. I like that.
I've got quite a lot, but that's the one that's really been ringing in my head. It's what's kind of keeping me motivated with my knee injury. When I can't be bothered to work out, I say to myself, bro, you can't really run properly yet. So if you get into a situation, can you really protect yourself right now? No. So just stay at it. So Sirius Pacem Parabellum.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
No, I like that. Best advice someone's ever given you?
Well, I've had a lot of advice, man. I've had so many people speak to me because I've done so much bad shit, but I don't know, you know, maybe take your time. Just take your time. The best advice is normally the simplest ones. It's not. Everybody has to. Sometimes you think it's just take your time.
It's true. No, 100%.
Yeah.
And lastly, who would you like to see on the Tech Time podcast?
Mills.
Oh, okay. Shout out Mills, by the way.
Yeah. Fresh home and that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's a good one. Okay.
Probably Mills. Who else? Probably Bolu.
Okay.
Shout out to Yogo. Is it anybody like anyone? Even King Richards, if you could get him on your podcast, probably.
That one, I may need you to help me out on that one still.
He aired my DM, so he said we're gonna work. He said shout me for boxing stuff, man. I don't like shout people, bro. But I knew he was gonna air me, so I don't care anyway. But when it's time in it, people.
Okay, Richards, that would be a good one. Okay.
There's no shame. We'll link up, bro. You aired my DM. You left me on scene, and I know you're a busy guy, though.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure he's got a lot going on, man. shout out to Richards. He was on his he was on his platform.
Honestly, everyone check out Kim Richards' podcast.
Yeah.
It's actually very entertaining.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If you like Pearly Things podcast, just watch his. He's been doing his.
He's been doing it for a while.
I've read his stuff, but I just the whole Red Pill stuff. I don't.
Yeah, bro, we're gonna have another. This isn't the last. Like we're gonna have many other conversations, and we're gonna get into all of this other stuff as well. But yeah, no, definitely, man. Now that's just okay. Cool.
There's someone else I had in mind. Arsene Wenger.
Arsene Wenger,
yeah, for you.
That'd be amazing. If I could get
Arsene Wenger, yeah,
that'd be amazing.
You're Arsenal fan, right?
Of course.
Yeah. London will be red come May.
By God's grace.
Remember I said that.
Man,
London will be red come May.
You know what? I hope so. I really, really hope so. I mean,
hey boys, we can't bottle it.
12. We've got 12 games left.
We cannot bottle it. London will be red come May. I will buy an Arsenal jersey.
I really hope so.
Because I've been Arsenal kind of made like for the past 7, 8. When I started playing ball, I stopped kind of looking at football. And when Arsenal Fan TV came, I was started pissing me off because we was a laughing stock. Yeah. Right? We cannot bottle it.
Do you know what? We bring it upon ourselves. We bring it because we talk a lot. As a fan base, we talk a lot. That's the thing.
But everyone else talks a lot. Please, Chelsea fans.
Arsenal. But the thing is, Arsenal, like we have a very. It's kind of like who could I compare it to in the NBA now? It's kind of like Memphis Grizzlies right now. They talk a lot and they haven't done anything.
No, but we have.
But it's been years though. Think about it. Let's put it in perspective, bro. Last time Arsenal won a league title. I'm talking league title, bro.
We were in primary
school.
We
was 6, 7 years old, bro. LeBron James got drafted in the NBA that year. When you actually think about it, bro, YouTube wasn't out back then. I'm sure. No, YouTube wasn't out. 03, 04. It wasn't out.
That's why YouTube came out. 04,
I'm pretty sure it was 2006. I need to look it up.
Maybe something like that.
I think it was 2006.
Maybe it was Bebo in that was about actually.
Yeah, I think it was MySpace, Bebo. It was that time. Blockbuster was still a thing when Arsenal lost one. HMV was still a thing.
HMV, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
That was, bro, hey, our childhood is gone.
Trust me. Bro.
It's gone.
It's scary. So that's what I'm talking about when I say, like, we talk a lot, but we haven't actually...
we haven't done it.
I
mean, FA Cup. We've had FA Cup.
Yeah, no,
okay, but look, Tottenham fans have... Hey.
Yeah, Spurs fans. I'll never take chat from a Spurs fan.
You man that like to talk. You have dust in your cabinet.
Do you know what I liken it to? Clippers and Lakers.
Yeah, Clippers have all this smoke because they seem like they're good right now.
But they had Lob City as well. They didn't do nothing with Lob City.
What do you think is going to happen with this year with Kevin Durant being in the Phoenix? Stephen A. Smith still believes the Golden State Warriors, and I'll be honest with you, it's true. If the Golden State Warriors are all healthy, I
don't think anyone could touch the Warriors
if they're all healthy.
If they're healthy, yeah. I mean, on paper. But do you know what it is? It depends, man, because CP3 isn't the same CP3.
Yeah, he's really
Ayton comes and goes.
Yeah, and he's like our age or something like
exactly.
That.
You know what I mean?
There's only so much more you can improve.
Exactly. Booker, he's a nice scorer.
What is it with him? He's a very good scorer, but you don't consider him to be the top of the top.
He should be there though. He should. When you mention like names like Luka, Doncic, Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, he should be up there.
But you don't for some reason.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe because he's inconsistent. He's not inconsistent though, is he? I don't know what it is. It's weird. Maybe because he's been in Phoenix. That market, bro. That Phoenix market. It's like
Donovan Mitchell was in Utah, and we was talking about him. Do you know what I'm saying? He was having.
Yeah, but. Is he...
And he's in Cleveland now.
Yeah, but is he like... We're still not talking... Remember, he's only been in the league, 3-4 years?
He's been in the same... he came in the same draft as Tatum and Lonzo Ball.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he was in that draft class. But he was... I think Tatum was 3rd, Lonzo Ball was 2nd, and I think Mitchell was like maybe 12th.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, but...
What was Giannis? 15th or some shit?
Bro, Giannis, yeah.
That was probably the biggest steal of that draft.
But I didn't see... You know what it is with Giannis? I didn't see that one coming.
You wouldn't have though.
Bro, and we've had voices. I just didn't see that. My boy would always tell me Giannis is next up, and I just couldn't. I saw the athleticism. Obviously, he won the MVP back to back, but he just when it came to the playoffs, he would crumble. Obviously, he lost to the Celtics. He lost to the Bulls.
You have to lose first, though.
Of course, no, definitely.
Wait, you 26 yet?
Nah, turning 26 July.
Cool. So by the time he was our age, he had a ring.
Yeah.
MVP, defensive player of the year and MVP. He already has a Hall of Fame career already.
He does. And he's top 75. Bro, he was top 75. He was top 75. Bro, I don't wait. How many people have won a title, Finals MVP, regular season MVP, and these
And defensive player of the year?
There's only two, right? Michael Jordan and Hakeem. Giannis is in that, but I
Two Nigerians.
No, yeah.
Two Nigerians. That's two. Dos. Uno and dos.
Bro.
Yes.
It's wild, you know, when I think about it.
He's 28 now.
No, I gotta give it. You know
and
what?
he's only entering his prime
Only entering
now.
His prime. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't actually make sense. But Giannis, I slept on. You know what? I had to, when he won the title, I was like, he's the best player in the world. I had to give it up.
Yeah, at one point he was the best player.
I still say now.
If it wasn't for Kevin Durant's frequent injuries,
I don't know. I'd still take Giannis.
Can I be honest with you? That Brooklyn Nets and Milwaukee showed me that Giannis against KD. Every time you see KD match up against Giannis, KD gets the better of him. Every single time, like, are we talking about one-on-one matchup, bro? If it wasn't for the fact that nigga had size 20 whatever feet, we would have been talking about. It's a fact. Obviously, it's one of those things where but let's say his shoe was just a little bit smaller.
It's true. No, 100%. 100%. I thought he won it initially. I was like, oh shit, that's the game winner.
Over Giannis
as well. That was it over Giannis or was it over PJ Tucker?
I don't know, you know, maybe.
I think it might have been Tucker.
But either way, every time I've seen them match up, Kevin Durant always gets the better of him.
But Giannis has proven that he could do it. He doesn't need to join Steph Curry, Clay in order to win. That's the thing that hurt KD. KD hasn't shown that he could. Like all these other guys, like Giannis won it. Like no one was calling the Bucks a super team. I mean,
but what about LeBron though? Because a lot of people compare the LeBron him joining with Miami.
So I don't look at it as the same thing because the Golden State had won before KD,
and they were 73-9.
Whereas Miami, I think they were like a first-round playoff team before.
Yeah, them and Chris Bosh was there, and then Dwayne Wade was there, and then Chris Bosh and them came.
They came together, LeBron and Bosh. But he went, and they won after him. So they won before, with, and after.
Yeah, Kevin, you fucked.
And other than shooting, what does KD do that's better than Giannis? Giannis rebounds better. They're about the same height. When you actually look at it, they're not that far off. I think KD's maybe an inch taller. Giannis rebounds better. Facilitating this, I'd lean more towards defense. It's not even close.
And he had a triple double in an eliminator game in the finals.
Dropped 50
and a triple double.
Did he have a triple double?
It was a 50-point triple double.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure.
I know it was closed at 50. I know it was closed.
I'm sure it was a 50-point triple double.
It might have been. You might be right though. You might be right still.
It might be. I'll double check, but I think, bro, I think it was 50 points.
It might be.
Even if it's not, right. 50 points in an eliminator game is either
it's ridiculous.
Come on, man.
Absolutely ridiculous, man. Nah, real talk. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Man. But bro, where can people find you, by the way?
So my Instagram is Clockwork24's. My YouTube channel is also Clockwork24's. I'm gonna start posting more content, gym content on my YouTube channel, and just watch the growth. I think I'm been so concerned about in the back of my mind about being successful too early, where all the biggest YouTubers and gym people and whatnot, they all started from zero. So some of them only didn't blow up for 3 years. So I'm gonna get it cracking because everyone's been on me about it. But yeah, Clockwork24's is my Instagram. Work the Clock Performance is my athletic performance page. But obviously you can follow whichever one. I post fitness content on both. But yeah, everything, even Snapchat, everything. Okay, Snapchat is Clockwork Low. But just type in Clockwork24's, you find me anyway.
Literally, man. It's been a pleasure, bro.
Honestly, appreciate you having me, bro.
That was a sick episode, man. Come on, man. Get me? That was dope, man. That one there. Episode 4 of the Tech Time podcast coming out soon. I'm the host, Tech Time himself. Make sure you follow on all social media platforms. And yeah, guys, that's a wrap.